Hello there you, and welcome to the 4th installment of our Tyranid campaign. We've ravaged a planet, defeated a Karut stronghold, finished off the remnants of a Tau defense. However, a few of the pesky blue buggers seem to have escaped to a nearby Imperial planet, and having bartered a temporary peace, they now stand with the Imperium of Man against our now titanic swarm. All biomass has been assimilated, and our forces are now at full strength. Will these meat sacks stand in our way? Will Tyranid supremacy reign once more? As always, if you do like this content, do hit the like button and consider subscribing. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off this, our 4th installment of our Tyranid campaign, and already, oh god, the Imperial artillery is just coming in and decimating some of our poor Hormagauds over there. Let's go have a look at the Imperial lines over here, the dastardly bastards. Let's have a look. What have we got on the front line? Well, we've got lots of gas mask happy friends backed up by the fire warriors right behind them. That's it, they've all teamed up together. We've got Imperial artillery here. We've also got the hammerheads over here. It appears that they're trying to defend this small little fort location. God knows why they're trying to do that. It doesn't look that significant to me. However, as a commander of the Tyranids, what does look significant is all this lovely biomass over here that needs to be converted. You can see that we've got some of the Tau mech suits over here as well, and in the background we've got Karut, who are slowly making their way around to the flanks, trying to ensure that we do not capitulate the Imperial forces from this angle. Look at them, the masters of melee combat here, the Karut, trying to take on our Tyranid swarm, which is absolutely gigantic. It's just shy of 4 million. Yeah, it's grown in size over the last couple of campaigns that we're doing. However, the Imperial lines at the moment, the sheer amount of firepower that they've got coming forth is really decimating our front lines. Look at this, our poor Tyranids. They're taking stupendous losses trying to get over here. Carnifex in the background, striding his way forward. Oh no! He got hit by Imperial artillery, and he is down for the count. Oh god, this has been a disastrous attack so far. We're only in the first opening seconds here, and we've already lost 130,000 units. This is quite a slaughter. However, that is nothing for the Tyranid army here. We can do this at least 10 times over, and we'll still be absolutely fine. Let's have a look on our far flank over here. So look, this is where most of our army is coming around. It looks like we're pushing on this flank heavier than any of the others. The crew, realizing this, have sent around a massive melee force here to meet us right on the plains. Oh god, look at all this firepower coming out of the Imperial lines. It's one thing that you've really got to admire for the Imperium of Man. 1 million guns pointing in one direction is going to do a hell of a lot of damage, especially when it's backed up like fire warriors like this. Look how thick some of these lines are. We're really going to have to push hard and make some monumental body piles here. As you can see, the Tyranid horde in the background is just swarming over the entire landscape. There's not even, like, you can hardly see any of the snow out there now. Let's go have a look at the body pile. How are we getting on in the center here? Have we actually started piling up corpses yet? It's really going to help us out in this case. Well, I think we are starting to get a little bits of piles here and there, especially in areas like this. Oh my god, we are being absolutely mowed down. Come on guys, we really need to push these flanks. Basically what we're hoping for is that we can actually capitulate the Karut on these flanks over here, and then we can push round into the side of the Imperials. When that starts happening, that is when our true victory could possibly be achieved. However, for now, the Karut are putting up a damn good fight on this front line. It's got to be said, as much as I'm hoping that our Tyranid forces win here, the Karut cannot be underestimated. These guys, they won't eat the brains of our Tyranids, probably because there's not really many brains inside of a Tyranid, but you know, it is what it is. Actually, I don't know, they've got to have a brain of some kind, but I just don't think the Karut would bother eating it. It's probably not a very nutritious or tasty meal, and they're not really going to gain much knowledge from it, that's for certain. But yeah, artillery has been decimating our rear lines here now. You can see that a couple of Brood Warriors and Carnifexes are trying to make their way up. They are struggling though at the moment under the weight of firepower that is coming out of these Imperial lines. However, I will say, it does look like there is virtually no Karut in the center here. We're only getting these little trickles that are coming out of the Imperial lines right now. This could be quite good for us, actually. If we can keep pushing in this area and actually get a bit of body piles going, like I said, a lot of our units will be protected, especially from the artillery. That is the real key here. The artillery will only be able to shell the ridgeline of bodies that we make. I mean, look at this one. It's got a nice little hump to it. It's at least deflecting, stopping bullets now, at least. So that is a little bit of a saving grace there, which allows some more of our units to mass up behind it. But we still haven't made that much of an advance yet. The Karut are still pouring out into these flanks, even with our body piles now, getting as high as... Look at this one. is getting insanely high, but it's these little trickles of troops that are just coming out. They're keeping us in place just long enough for us to get absolutely slaughtered on the spot here as we come up to 530,000 losses. However, look at this. I do think we're finally starting to gain the upper hand on this side. We were, like I said, we were really pushing this side hard. Look at all this force over here that we've got comparative to the other side over here, where the mountain was really in the way, so we could only get so much of our Tyranid forces here. Look, we have got more coming down from the mountain here, pushing into this line. Are we actually, oh, we are actually outflanking the Karut here, though. It looks like our weight of numbers is actually starting to win the day. However, there is a large blob of Karut here, so some of them are going to break away, and we're actually going to get a new defensive flank line on this side. Kind of interesting, actually. Really wasn't expecting us to have enough forces to be able to break through this area, but it looks like it's slowly happening. However, there is still, like I said, a lot of Karut in this area that we've got to get through first. And there's still more pouring from the back lines, making their way to the front. The center charge for us has been absolutely devastating so far. The Tyranid army here not making much gains. You can see even with the addition of Brood Warriors on the front line now, they're just getting absolutely gunned down as they come over the top. They're getting distracted by the Karut, and there we go. Down they go. But however, any Karut that they do attack, they do area of effect damage, so they're just going to annihilate them, quite frankly. The Hummergunts are really here as bullet sponges. That's all they've ever been. As little Timmy's lake is starting to spawn in here. Look at this. Let's go have a look. Oh, it is actually deep enough for little Timmy. Look! Oh, that's absolutely magnificent. Fun for the entire family. Though you may want to wait for the Tyranid invasion to finish before taking anyone out there. How are we doing on this flank? This is, like I said, this is the one that's really hopeful now. And it kind of looks like the Karut are starting to realize, uh-oh, there's a massive Tyranid invasion coming in on this side. We need more reinforcements over here. Let's actually have a look at the gun capabilities over here. So there is one squad at least over here of gas mask happy wielding nutters. Oh, I forgot the name for a second. All I could think of was gas mask men. Kriegers, of course, the death lure of Krieg. So we have got one group over here at least trying to protect this flank, looking out, laying down as much firepower as possible. We have got a box formation of tower out behind them, which means that they can pretty much fire in any direction they can feasibly think of. It doesn't look like deflection has had much of an effect yet on the front lines, so it does look like most of the Imperial Guard are still at full power in terms of firepower there. God, yeah, the body piles are getting really big now. Like I said, this is a really good thing for us. It's bad because it's built out of our own corpses, but it's also good because look at all these bullets now. Look at all our Tyranids behind it. They're so much safer because all the bullets are just flying overhead and into the mountain. I mean, technically they are still hitting Tyranids in the back line. Just because our swarm is so big, it goes over the mountain. Look at this. These guys are coming over here and are getting hit by bullets from the front line. Oh, look at all that blood coming out. So there's actually quite a few that we're losing over here due to this. So maybe building a body wall was not the best option here. As you can see, artillery is still managing to reach into some of the back lines, but yeah, it does protect you at least as you get closer to the front. It's even protecting to some degree our Carnifex. Look at this. The body pile now is taller than a Carnifex. Okay, that's kind of impressive. I kind of want to watch this guy because I've got a feeling he's going to get really focused down now as he comes over the top here. Already you can see he's starting to turn red. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of firepower now being poured into him. And the concentration. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not surprised, mate. You just had like 300 to 400 Imperial Guardsmen simultaneously shooting you. There's another one coming over the top here. Let's go have a look at this guy. Oh, he died instantly. He's already been damaged then by the looks of it. Another one over here, and that one goes down. This is becoming an absolute slaughter now. Are we going to have enough Hormagaunts to be able to push through this? We've lost 1 million. We've still got 2.2 million remaining, and we haven't even got to the front lines yet of the Imperial defense. Let's go for a more overhead view so we can see what's happening here. I mean, our swarm is still gigantic, though. Look at that. Have we actually failed on this side? I don't think we actually managed to push through here. Okay, so we have still got some old Karut that we're dealing with, yeah, so it looks like the Karut managed to secure a flank over this side and have now pushed into that entire army. We are still forcing over onto this way now. Looks like we're making little bits of a breakthrough as well. This could be really good for us. Come on, guys, keep pushing forward. Get the remainder of these Karut gone, because it doesn't look like there's any more in this area now, which means these are going to go surging forward right into the Karut army. Fantastic stuff. How are we doing over here in the middle? Well, it doesn't look like we've advanced at all. No, we haven't. The body pile is just getting bigger and bigger by the second. That's all that's happening in the center. Like I said, what we're really hoping for is this flank over here. It's stretching out further and further by the second. There's more and more Karut trying to pour into this area now, realizing how big of an attack this is. We have thinned them out quite a lot, though. Yeah, look at this. They're really struggling to get reinforcements in now. We've stretched the line so wide that they just can't get enough troops into here. However, the Imperial Guard are not faltering just yet. They know that their firepower superiority here is actually keeping our horde at bay. It's kind of annoying, actually. I kind of want to get a little bit closer and see some more of the death over here. How are we doing on this side, guys? How are we doing with the Karut? Uh-oh. Oh, no, we've got the Snapsis bug over here. It says only a small contingent. It looks like it's only localized. But yeah, this is why the Karut managed to gain the upper hand on this side. Yeah, a lot of our troops have broken over here. Oh god, and then, yeah, pulse fire just comes into the center of them and decimates them. Hopefully this doesn't become widespread across, across the battlefield like this. Oh no, it's starting to spread. The infection has started to spread amongst our Hormagorns. This is terrible news for us. Go on, guys, stop pouring down from this area. Don't get glitched out, no! Oh, why does this always happen? This is going to be our last Tyranid campaign as well, largely because of this bug that keeps happening with the bugs. Ironically, the bugs are bugged. But yeah, it is really annoying that this happens. I have no idea why it does it. But yeah, it just seems anytime I put down a couple of million Tyranids, which is the minimum you need, realistically, at some point the AI breaks. But yeah, hopefully it just stays localized to this little area. If we can just keep them away from here, let the Karut, actually defeat these over here and push up a little bit, maybe it'll stop it spreading. So, we'll just have to hope for the best on that. But the rest of our assault force is still going quite swimmingly. Like I said, it's a stalemate in the middle so far. We're going to go back over to this line over here, where we are actually making progress now. With every 40,000 deaths, we are getting 1 inch closer to being able to secure a victory. We can see we've got another Carnifex here who's made his way to the front line. He's been heavily focused, and down he goes there. God, look at all these body mounds that we made. Just to remind you that the floor was perfectly flat before, and now it's just covered in the corpses of Tyranids. I mean, that is absolutely insane. We've still got a large force behind this as well. Let's see. Oh god, look at this, it still goes down the mountain and everything. There's just so many. Oh god, we've got 1.6 million Tyranids remaining. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think it's that time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where some interesting things seem to have happened. So if we go over to this flank over here, it looks like most of the Karut and Tyranids now have been wiped out of this area. There is just no combat over here, save a few little units now that are trickling in down from the top of the mountainside. You can see that our body pile is getting absolutely stupendous here now, as the Imperials are getting to 2.6 million kills. Our swarm is still trying to force its way over the top, and look at this. We've actually started to thin out over this side as well. Disastrous for us. The damn Karut managed to push us back just enough here for the rest of our swarm not to be able to catch up. And look at this, the Imperial line is still holding firm as well. So many damn guns are still facing towards us. Look at these body piles though. We didn't even get close by the looks of it. I mean, just look at this. It's absolutely stupendous. Millions of Tyranids are just piling up on our front lines. However, it is not over yet. It's still all to play for. Should we be able to get over these lines and actually start getting some decent deflection kills here on the Imperials, then it could all change in a matter of moments. But like I said, it's just been an absolute slaughter for us so far. We've thrown all our units at this. Millions and millions of Tyranids now just piled up. Look at this. We've actually literally built the Great Wall of China in the center here. And let's not even speak about the amount of Tyranid blood that is currently flowing underneath here. It'd be dissolving its way through the planet right now. But we have actually killed quite a few of their units as well. Back here, a couple of these hammerheads are actually dead, like these two here. And I think, yeah, this one over here, that's died as well. So we have actually got us a couple of kills through deflection. But yeah, look at this. Our forces are really starting to wane here in the middle now. On the left-hand flank. In fact, so much so that the Karut forces are now pushing up over the body piles of our dead comrades. Oh, it has become an absolute disaster here now, with only 400,000 units left, and most of them being Hormagords. It is not looking too good for us, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to do very quickly is I'm going to hit a time-lapse camera. You know what? We're going to watch this body pile just grow that a little bit more, because, yeah, I don't think the Tyranids are going to get anywhere close, and it's going to take them a little while to trickle in. So, we'll be back in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there is 100,000 Tyranids left, but my god, they're coming in. It's such a slow trickle now. I think a lot of them are actually stuck up in the mountains over here. Yeah, somewhere over here like this, but yeah, look. There's only a tiny little amount coming in, but I am very impressed with the body pile that we have made here. It's just unfortunate that this was the end to our Tyranid swarm here. After defeating so much and taking so much, it was finally the combined firepower of the Tau and the Imperial Guard that brought us down. I mean, we did kind of decimate a lot of the Fire Warriors. Still, look at that. Oh my god, they still got absolutely ripped open over here. But we are going to be ending our Tyranid campaign here. Let me know, what campaign would you like to see next? Imperial Guard? Chaos? Maybe another Orc campaign? Do let me know in the comments below. Because, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And as a reward for being a channel member, your bonus content is now available. So go ahead and check that out. And while you're at it, why not go and check out Quellicast, the Warhammer podcast, where we discuss and apply ruthless logic to Warhammer lore. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.